as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Spates checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Porzingis. And Roten subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. Now here's Mills. 9 points last game. West, that's good.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
New York with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Here's Freq. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Now here's Mills. His three-pointers off the mark. 1:33 left in the first. Now here's Freq. Spates sets a screen for Freq. Off the screen, and you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
And the Knicks making a change here. O'Quinn's checked in. Now here's Mills. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And there's a foul. It's on Maurice Spates. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
And so far, having trouble converting on the inside.
Yeah, those are the shots you want, but they've been trickling out on them, guys. They've just got to stay with it. Persist in getting those good shots inside, and they'll drop.
Spurs trail by 16. Green with the ball. And Roten picks him up defensively. Here's Marjanovic. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
And here's Freq. He's got 15. Clock at 6. His three-pointers off the mark. So for New York, their last game, a win against the Trailblazers in Portland.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, roadkill is hard to get in this league. I mean, to be a great NBA team, you've got to be able to have that kind of...
And the ageless one, Tim Duncan, just a remarkable career. His teammate Tony Parker talked about playing alongside truly one of the all-time great players. It's both unbelievable and amazing, you'd have to agree, talking about Tim Duncan. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Then for the Knicks, Spates checked in for Porzingis. Williams comes in for Aaron Aflalo. And Freq subbed in for Jose Calderon. Kawhi Leonard is out there with West. And it's Rivers, and it's Mills, and it's Duncan in at the center. That's the San Antonio 5. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freq in the last matchup against the Trail Blazers delivered quite a performance. He ended with 31 points and was just on point from deep, sinking what seemed to be an endless stream of threes. He seemed to be everywhere on the floor the entire time and really was the star of the show, Kevin.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you've got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you.
And stolen by Roten. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. Count that one.
That's moving.
O'Quinn's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
And he gets the bucket.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot. Move the ball.
And 101 left here in the second. And that one's good. Freq.
And he does it again. What can you say? The defense continues to allow him to get open out there. They've got to know that he can knock down that shot. Put somebody on him.
And Mills kicks to Duncan. He sinks the 11-footer. There's 47 seconds left now here in the second. Now, Freq. He's got 20. The shot, no good. Now here's Rivers, guarded closely. And the foul called on Freq. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Not the guy you want to send to the line, Kevin.
For San Antonio, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Here's Leonard. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And through the first half.
Well, Carmelo, what?
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen.
And what a tremendous game for Freq. He has 20 points, and he's unleashed a barrage of three-pointers on him.
And Clark, you can tell they're good right now when the ball leaves his hand. He has racked up a ton of points.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Kurt Rambis. Freq in at point guard. Porzingis is out there with Anthony. Then there's Aflalo, and it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. And that one's good. Freq.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Here's Aldridge. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. 6 points for Aldridge.
What a pass by the fearless Manu Ginobili. Great teamwork.
Now here's Freq, covered by Parker. Fires the 3, and again the three-point shot from Freq. Freq's got 6 in the quarter.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
Leonard on the wing, from the arc, and a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. That one's on Anthony.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
The last one's off, and they'll settle for 2 points.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Posts.
He's coming
Rotate
off an
over
excellent
and make
season.
your presence
4th
felt.
and three-point field goal
Being
percentage.
so soft.
14th. And he'd make you pay every time he went to the line. Top 20 in free throw percentage.
And, you know, as you said, he was great from downtown. I don't think last year was an aberration. He's one of the deadliest sharpshooters in the game. Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
The Knicks leading by 14. Freq with it. He's got 26, and the call will be against Robin Lopez. That is his first foul of the game. And New York making a change here. Calderon's checked in. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Well, it was the San Antonio Spurs winning their last game against the Jazz in Salt Lake City.
Well, that was a very physical game, and I think that plays into their hands. So a lot of their points came at the foul line.
And it also led to a lot of foul trouble for some of the key guys they were up against. So we can't forget about that part of it either.
The free throw drops for Green.
It's been a nice game for Green. He's got 8 points, and he's made 3 shots at the foul line.
And you've got to take care of business at the free throw line, not just getting there, but converting.
1:52 left to play here in the third. Roten kicks to Freq. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From the arc. And the basket good. Freq's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just are not letting up at all.
Mills can't hit.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And you know what? He's got a new BFF. It's the triple.
And it has been his BFF today anyway. Most of his points have been courtesy of the deep ball.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Here's Freq. No good from outside. Spurs trail by 20. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Leonard on the wing. Quinn defending. And Derek Williams is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the team.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
And the Spurs making a change here. Duncan's checked in. Williams against Leonard. Takes a three. And it's Spates with the rebound. Fires the three. It's off.
More levels, more devils.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Leonard is the 3 with Duncan the 4. The timeless Parker and Manu are the 1 and the 2. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. That's good.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Parker left side. Some solid defense from Freq.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backboard.
And what's your take, guys? Marcus Aldridge, he's checked in for San Antonio. West comes in for Leonard. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
Pass to Anderson. Aldridge a screen. It's Anderson with the drive. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
Here's Rivers. Excellent D there from Freq.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
So no problem for New York is that
Carmelo, we have a question from
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Freq. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot, and just that boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor.
He flat out dominated. I mean, you see the kind of plays he was making all over the court. This is a game, no matter who they put on him, he wasn't going to be denied. His offensive power was in full effect.
Seeing Freq dominate the way he did tonight reminded me of watching him play in high school. He was a man among boys. He was a 4-time consensus All-American back then. Overall, great game.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Chicago.